January 18th, 2025, 11:59 p.m. 170 million Americans opened TikTok, and it's gone. Black screen. A law banning TikTok has been enacted. Panic. Teenagers crying. Adults posting goodbye videos. For 14 hours, TikTok disappeared. Then Donald Trump made a phone call, and it came back. But here's what nobody's asking. Why did 170 million people feel like they lost a part of themselves when an app went dark for half a day? People think TikTok is just an app, dancing, memes, funny videos. But TikTok is not entertainment, it's a machine designed to learn you faster than you can understand yourself. Every swipe, every pause, every rewatch, it's measuring your brain. And while the world scrolls and dances, one of the most powerful influence systems ever built is quietly rewiring an entire generation. This is the story of the most effective propaganda machine ever created. On Instagram, you follow people. On YouTube, you subscribe. But on TikTok, you follow nothing. The algorithm feeds you. Every second you watch, TikTok measures. How long you watched. Did you rewatch? What time of day? How fast are you scrolling? What sounds made you stop? A 2024 study scanned college students' brains while watching TikTok. Personalized videos activated their reward system 300% more than random videos. The ventral tegmental area, the nucleus accumbens, the same regions activated by cocaine. TikTok doesn't show you what you like. It shows you what triggers your brain's reward system most efficiently.
I've worked in my parents' lab just pouring tasks, and I've had a lot of great experience.
The biggest dopamine hit comes from the uncertainty of whether you'll get a reward. So you keep scrolling. One more swipe, just one more. Average TikTok user, 52 minutes per day. That's 316 hours per year. 13 full days of your life, gone. But it's not wasting your time, it's rewiring your brain. Your brain doesn't finish developing until you're 25. But the dopamine system, fully operational by age 13, which means teenagers have a fully functional gas pedal and an underdeveloped brake. And TikTok exploits exactly that. Teens who check social media more than 15 times daily show altered brain sensitivity in areas critical for decision-making and emotional regulation. Their brains physically change. The brain cuts away neurons to make the reward pathway faster.
This is the pathway by which dopamine influences motivation, drive.
We're watching brains physically reshape themselves to crave dopamine. It's not metaphorical, it's literal. In 2023, researchers call this dopamine mining. TikTok mines your brain for dopamine. Every swipe is a transaction. You give attention, you get a chemical reward. But like any addiction, you need more to feel the same effect. So TikTok gives you something stronger, more shocking, more extreme. From funny videos to controversial takes, to outrage bait, to mental health crises. The algorithm doesn't care about truth. It cares about engagement. And that's where people start dying. 2023. A 13-year-old girl in Australia. TikTok showed her self-harm content, then eating disorders, then suicide methods. She died. 2024. The Blackout Challenge. Kids choking themselves for views. Multiple deaths. TikTok's algorithm actively promotes content about eating disorders, self-harm, and suicide to teenagers. Not accidentally, by design.
Okay, it was a yes or no question. Okay. But you used to work for ByteDance, didn't you? You were the CFO for ByteDance?
We're seeing depression rates increase 13% for every hour spent on TikTok daily. 13% increase in depression per hour per day. A teenager spending 3 hours daily, 39% higher risk of clinical depression. Oxford Dictionary's 2024 word of the year, brain rot, the deterioration of mental capacity from excessive, low-quality digital content. Average human attention span in 2000, 12 seconds. In 2024, 8 seconds. Teachers report students can't read a chapter, can't watch a full movie, can't focus longer than 30 seconds. TikTok changed how we think. TikTok is owned by ByteDance, a Chinese company. And in China, there's no such thing as a private company. Chinese law requires companies to share data with the government, comply with propaganda directives. In China, TikTok is called Douyin. Same app, same company, different algorithm. Douyin in China shows educational content, science experiments, museum tours. Time limit, 40 minutes per day. Automatic shutoff after 10 p.m. TikTok in America shows outrage, division, mental health crises, no time limits, no shutoff, infinite scroll. March 2024, Congress passes a law. ByteDance must sell TikTok or it gets banned. Deadline, January 19th, 2025.
Chinese subsidiary, the ByteDance technology company, in return for that so-called 1%.
This is about a foreign adversary having direct access to 170 million American minds. ByteDance refuses to sell. They'd rather shut down than give up the algorithm. Why? Because the algorithm is the weapon. We would rather shut down TikTok in the US than sell it without the algorithm. They'd rather lose 170 million users and tens of billions in revenue than give up control of what those users see. January 18th, 2025, 11:59 p.m., TikTok shuts down for 14 hours. Then Trump intervenes. January 19th, 2025, Trump promises, "I will save TikTok." 14 hours later, it's back online. January 2026, TikTok announces a deal. Oracle, 15%. Silver Lake, 15%. UAE Fund, 15%. Other U.S. investors, approximately 35%. And ByteDance, 19.9%. Wait, the law said ByteDance had to divest completely. We've been told there's a deal, but nobody will tell us what's in it.
This News' parent company, Paramount Skydance. A law passed in Congress last year required.
This isn't a sale. It's a shell game. ByteDance still controls the algorithm. ByteDance still owns 19.9%, still licenses the algorithm, still provides technical support. So what actually changed? Nothing. Congress demands answers. Lawsuits are filed. And 170 million Americans? They just keep scrolling. TikTok isn't going anywhere. Worldwide, 1.7 billion users. United States, 170 million. You can't ban something that big. And even if you could, where would they go? Instagram Reels? YouTube Shorts? They copied TikTok's algorithm. The problem isn't TikTok. The problem is what TikTok proved works. In 2024, children aged 0 to 17 in the United States generated $11 billion in ad revenue for social media companies. Children, as young as 0, $11 billion. 77.7% of TikTok users admit it's addictive. 95% of content is algorithm curated. 52 minutes per day on average. Everyone is on it now. Your parents, your teachers, your doctors. And somewhere in Beijing, ByteDance has a file on all of you. What you watch, what you fear, what makes you angry, what you believe. That's not a social media app. That's a dossier on an entire generation. After everything you just heard, you're probably going to open TikTok tonight, aren't you? That's the power of the machine. It knows you better than you know yourself. It knows you'll watch just one more. And tomorrow, you'll do it again. Because your brain has been rewired to need it. The question isn't, will TikTok survive? It will. The question is, will you?